It's week 12 of the NFL, and up next is Devondre Campbell, who really led his defense last week with a 10-tackle game. It's the Packers and the Lions, next on Madden Football.
First opened in 2002, there's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Today, our holiday coverage kicks off with a good one here, as it'll be the Green Bay Packers taking on the Detroit Lions. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Well, Charles, it's our annual trip north for Thanksgiving. The Lions have been hosting this game going all the way back to 1934.
If you back it up even further, the NFL's played games on this day going all the way back to 19...
Look and sound professional. Your business.
I was bad in fucking school. I'm trying to...
Give me a follow here.
Mic check. For walk ball, fighter just I ball. I got 30, but I'ma give his ass. I'll get 1 pound of gas I get. Baby say our body count ain't tennis. She was saying before I got the count. How many M's in one bank account? Mic check. For walk ball, fighter just I ball.
Vodafone Radio. So soft.
You gotta give, you know. Oh, you know. Oh, yeah. And if you don't give it, you won't get it. That's right. Well, you know. Right. You see, I've always believed.
Mic check. For walk.
You see, I've always believed.
Mic check. For walk ball, fighter just I ball. Mic check. Mic check. For walk ball, fighter just I ball. I got 30, but I'ma give his ass. I'll get 1 pound of gas I get. Baby say our body count ain't tennis. Mic check.
Instagram, scroll through my content, and I'll show you how. If you talk on camera for meetings, sales calls, or content for your business, make sure that it looks and sounds like the pros do, because honestly, people notice. If this is you and you finally want to make video that looks and sounds like the pros do, give me a follow here on Instagram, scroll through my content, and I'll show you.
I was bad at fucking. I was bad at fucking. I was.
But the Lions defense ready to go and in good form coming off the shutout a week ago. And the one we'll be watching is this man at corner.
And he had a great game a week ago. Just about everybody on this unit did in the shutout. It's going to be a tough performance to replicate. But this group, they believe they're up to the challenge.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. The numbers for Jones last week, 15 carries, 61 yards, and a touchdown.
And even though it's a short week, running backs love when they're in a groove, and that's exactly where he is right now. He's hoping to feast a little bit more here on Thanksgiving.
On play action, Love to throw. He hits Dobbs on the crosser, and he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 17 yards on the play there as the Packers have the first down as well.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Love's throw complete here on target to Tunyon. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 25 yards that time. Well, the first drive here and the first time that we've called a big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers will get involved as this game goes on.
Love now to pass on first down. Completed out left to Dobbs. Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to bring up second down.
Well, from their point of view, this game could not be starting out much better, could it? Force a punt on defense, and now they're moving it crisply on offense.
Crisply, I like that. Yeah, moving it very, very well. Looks like the defense on their heels a little bit. You put a score in here, long way to go, but you're right, that's a heck of a start.
Yeah, and I think this is where the play caller is looking at his play sheet and saying, to have that dagger play, to have that play and just finish them off right now, because I think they'd love to give that big advantage early.
They will throw again here with Jordan Love. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A really good pickup of 28 yards. The Lions defense back out there. They trail 7-0 as this next drive begins with a first down. Following the interception, Love. He has it complete to Christian Watson.
Oh, my God.
At the 35. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
Now how about this throw right here? Had to throw it to the left sideline, and you know the timing's got to be correct on this one. Ball's got to be right where it needs to be, and it was. That's because he had great arm strength on that one, able to drive the football. Quarterbacks love it when they can show off their arms.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. You know, thinking of this Thanksgiving Day game, Charles, for years we've heard the talk. Why don't we open up these Thanksgiving Day games instead of just... There he goes, left side! Touchdown, Packers! Jaden Reed, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Packers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
The Detroit defense back onto the field.
Okay, ready?
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And how about the quick feet there as he made a man miss on his way to a solid gain of 7.
Here we go.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Play fake. Here's Love. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Lions are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
He's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
We get a look at Amon-Ra St. Brown as his offense readies for the next drive.
And CD, assuming he stays healthy, assuming the health, should get to that 1,000-yard mark pretty easily.
And the best part of what he's done so far is it allows him and the team to relax their pursuit a little.
The Lions defense back out there. And they're down a couple of scores here early. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he'll run straight into a wall of tacklers at the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd down. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Love's throw brought in by Watson. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. This one complete to Tunyon underneath. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's a 2nd down and 7 from the 37. Love looking to throw it. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 3rd down, here's Jones. And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards. The Lions quickly now going to use the last. The Detroit defense back onto the field. Jordan Love ready on 1st down here. A check down here to Jones. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this 1st half. Well, the pressure gets to Love and he'll go down. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. So we're at halftime here in the annual Thanksgiving game in Detroit. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks so much. We'll get back to you and Charles in Detroit in just a moment. But first, let's take a look at what's following our 2 games later today. Good matchups all up and down the schedule there. We'll highlight the one in Cincinnati. A big test coming up for the Bengals, as they'll have to contend with the visiting Pittsburgh Steelers. Good stuff to follow on the West Coast in the afternoon window, one being out in Las Vegas, where it will be the Raiders taking on the Kansas City Chiefs. And finally, Sunday Night Football. They've got a good one lined up between the Baltimore Ravens and the LA Chargers. We were certainly treated to an entertaining first half. Both these teams with some high points and maybe a couple of low points as well. So it's going to be a question of who can be the most disciplined team going forward.
The Lions defense back out there. And we'll see what adjustments they made at halftime, trailing here to start the third quarter of play. The second half starts with a carry by Jones. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play because you've certainly got them guessing now. Second and short, could they just hand it off for another big gain? Or do they take advantage of this spot to take a big shot down?
Pressure comes and down he goes. Jack Campbell in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. I'm sure a lot of time was spent in the locker room, Charles, with talking with his defense about setting a tone here in the third quarter when you're down on the scoreboard. A sack like that, maybe that can get him going.
Yeah, you have to believe exactly what you just said. That they got together. And
under pressure, they got him again. Miles Jack, he's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks brings up 4th down.
They need to stop to get back into this.
The Detroit defense back onto the field. That'll be caught right side by Reed. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 2nd and a couple. Love going to give this one to Jones. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
A well-executed 22-yard gain.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Off the play fake, Love. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football in the second half, that's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit. A lot of people making plays.
No.
And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions 36. They go back to the ground with Jones. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare completion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
His percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. On 3rd down, Love. Well, a tough throw there across his body. It's incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions of what was once a nice drive. Stalled out here.
The Lions defense back out there. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And here's Jones again on 2nd down. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. To throw now. Here's Love. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Aleem McNeil, what an effort to get in there and drop him.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching.
The Detroit defense back onto the field. They're going to need to bear down a bit with this drive beginning all the way out past the 40-yard line.
Opposite, green, yellow, line, switch, yellow, check right.
On the counter, here's Jones. Nifty. And now off to the races down the right side. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 66 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now Love. His throw incomplete. Well, the incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. You can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
The Lions defense back out there.
Ready.
An inside give to Jones. And he's going to take this one down to the 25. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Check pink. Black one.
They'll go again to Jones. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Packer 1st down. And a timeout taken. Just 6 seconds away from the 2-minute warning. This defense wanted to stop the clock prior to that, and they do. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Love now. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Cameron Sutton. And the Lions are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
As much football as we watch, we've seen this work many times in the red zone.
The Detroit defense back onto the field.
Ready.
And we'll see if the defense wants to stop it as they take the knee.
Here we go. Set. No score zone right here. No score zone. Ready.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. Down to a knee goes Love, and that should be the final act of this football game. So it's all over. A Green Bay victory. And I tell you what, one thing that you and I featured as a storyline was that they were facing the NFL's #1 defense coming in, and they really took it right to them.
Yeah, they didn't blink, did they? And instead of just saying to themselves, let's make sure that we minimize our mistakes and try and play a conservative type game, they attacked right from the beginning. Said, we got to go after these guys.
Ain't worth a velvet painting of a whale and a dolphin getting it off. With all due respect, and remember, I'm saying with all due respect, that idea ain't worth a velvet painting of a whale and a dolphin getting it off.
Well, last night, I had put some women's basketball on my parlay ticket, right? And it had me thinking, like, do women really want that spotlight on them like that? You feel me? Like, I mean, I understand we live in the era of the women empowerment movement and stuff like that, but women's basketball, do y'all really want that spotlight on y'all like that? Because y'all gonna get treated just like the men.
Bitch, grab the ball! Oh my God, get this hoe out the game.
And we ain't trying to hear none of that respect the women mess. We ain't trying to hear none of that. Like, don't get me wrong, I love women.
This tall ass hoe ain't grabbed damn rebound. Tall for nothing.
I'm just saying, if y'all want to be treated equal, then this what comes with the territory. So don't take it personal. It's just, we be trying to get money.
Bitch, you is not hurt. Stop all that whining and get your Ernie Johnson looking ass back on defense. Damn.
But at the end of the day, it's just a sport, and people shouldn't be getting too out of character. Because like I was always told, if you can't stand to lose it, then don't bet it.
You bald head asshole, sorry as fuck.
Turbo set. Tonight. One set. Here we go. One set. Tonight. Hey, tonight. Tonight. Like 20 out. Here we go tonight. Turbo set. Tonight. What's that? Here we go tonight. Turbo set. What's that? Tonight. What's that? What's that? Here we go tonight. Turbo set. Tonight. Like 20 out. What's that? Tonight. What's that? Tonight. What's that? Here we go. What's that? What's that? Tonight. Hey, tonight. What's that? Tonight. What's that? Here goes tonight. Like that. Tonight. What's that?
It's Week 13 of the National Football League, and this one features the Saints' superstar cornerback. He'll make you pay if you throw his way too often. It's the Saints and the Lions, and it's coming up next on Madden Football.
We are down on the bayou as you get a look inside the Caesars Superdome here in New Orleans. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Detroit Lions taking on the New Orleans Saints. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Saints team as they enter play. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they...
The Lions defense ready to roll. They come in leading the NFC North. And the one we'll be watching is this man at corner.
And he's been a key reason why this defense is ranked as the #1 unit in the NFL. His ability to be in the right place nearly all the time and make big plays is a big reason why.
Carr right away going to look to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. That's good for 28 yards.
This is an offense that's near the bottom of the league in rushing, so defensively coming in, you've got to know you're going to see the ball in the air a lot. And that time, it's a completion and a first down on this opening drive.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. In motion right is Smith. And they'll fake the jet sweep there instead. Hand to Kamara. And boy, showing how tough he can be to bring down. Just fighting his way forward to pick up 7 yards. The numbers there for Kamara from a week ago. 20 carries, 78 yards.
And as we discovered in talking with the coaching staff prior to the game, going up against a team that struggled against the run has only emboldened them to run the football more. I expect 40 to 50 carries in this game.
And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 7 yards there and a first down. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time, that's what you're looking for in setting the tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. Kamara up the middle. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped him. Knocked that down for a win in the defense's column.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against.
Touchdown, Saints! Michael Thomas, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Saints are on the board first here this afternoon. Well, they spoke about the importance of getting off to a good start, and they're on their first drive, Charles, into the end zone for the touchdown.
And what an advantage for them. They're already clicking one drive in, didn't need to wait to get up to full speed. We had heard about the extra time they put in with each other, trying to learn each other's skills, what they like, the whole deal, and it paid off early in this one. I would expect them to keep firing on the next drive and keep that connection going.
The Lions defense back out there. They'll search for a stop here in the second quarter of a game that's all tied. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs. Run some plays, run some clock. Allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down. To throw his Carr. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Aleem McNeil gets in there to drop him for a loss of 13 yards, and it's also for the Detroit defense back onto the field. Carr now on first down. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. No gain on the screen there at second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. On second down, Kamara. And he's only able to work this from the 8 to the 10 for a pickup of 2. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Throwing his Carr on third down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on third down. So far,
the Lions defense back out there. They'll be seeking a stop here for sure in the third quarter of a tie football game. They'll try to get the offense going with Kamara. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. Meanwhile, Carr's throw caught by Olave. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. Here is 3rd and 5. Now Carr. And that is incomplete. The Detroit defense back onto the field. On first down, Carr. He gets it left side of Johnson. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to go. Back now here live in New Orleans. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. It's the Saints who hold the football, but they're trailing as we begin the 4th quarter of play. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. Again, it's Johnson. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that'll make it second down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously, one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Now on third down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete.
Yeah, offenses always try to be smart about when they're trying to dial up.
The Lions defense back out there. Carr now on first down. Here's Johnson with a reception. Look at the big fella go. Touchdown, New Orleans. Jerome Johnson, 75 yards. And the Saints have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation.
Well, you really can't ask for much more than what we just had here. Not only a close game that went down to the wire, Charles, but a clean one, too. No turnovers in this contest.
And I think you're exactly right about that. To me, this is just a pair of offenses trying to find the slightest bit of separation from each other. And they were both hoping that the other side would make the big mistake first. But today, neither side made that mistake. And what we got, a very entertaining game throughout.
So for Detroit, the win is their 8th on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to the Windy City to take on the Bears. Meanwhile, for the Saints, the playoffs look to be out of reach now as they drop to 4-8. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.
Let's get into it. Okay, first, we're going to add up how much you spend every month. Then, we'll divide how much you spend by how many hours you're working in a given month. This number is called your blended hourly rate, which is just a fancy way of saying if you don't make this much per hour, you're actually losing money every single month. Next, we'll multiply your blended hourly rate by all the things you do to make a great video. Things like making a great proposal, filming, editing, contractors, rentals, and so much more. Once you've added all of this up, you'll have a total of how much it will cost you to make this video. Now, this is where most creatives stop. But if you ever want to build a team, you'll have to mark up your services so you can actually support them. I shoot for a range of 150 to 200%, so you're left with around 25% net profit after taxes. Now, I know that was a lot to cover in 60 seconds, so what I've actually done is I've made a full-length training walking through every single variable inside of this calculator. So just shoot me a DM with the word calculator, and I'll shoot it over to you. This is the exact pricing strategy I used to sell over $3.5 million worth of creative projects before age 30. Let's get into it. Okay, first, we're going to add up how much you spend every month. Then, we'll divide how much you spend by how many hours you're working in a...
Here goes tonight! Attack! Turbo set! Set! Turbo set! Here goes tonight! Set! Attack! Like that. What's that? Hello? Turbo set. What's that? Shot. What's that? Tonight. What's that? Here we go. What's that? Tonight. Turbo set. Tonight. Set. Here goes tonight. What's that? Tonight. What's that? What's that? Here we go tonight. What's that? Tonight. What's that? Here we go tonight. Hey, tonight. 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 Turbo set. Tonight. Like tonight. Here we go. Turbo set. Tonight. Turbo set. Tonight. What's that? Here goes tonight. What's that?
You just try to thug it with my big brothers. They used to tell me, goddamn, nigga, nah, hell nah, nigga, take your ass in the house, nigga, fuck you doing, nigga. They let my friend hit the blunt, nigga, he over here with me. People wonder why I ain't running from nothing, cause my mama with the shits and my big brothers was thugging, nigga. Look, sometimes you gotta pop out and punk niggas, like even if my mama fuck with you, I wouldn't fuck with you, go ask her. Nigga, I wouldn't share a motherfucking blunt with you, and I wouldn't walk up on me if you got your motherfucking gun with you, I'm blasting. Niggas go run their mouth and see what happens. Nigga, I'm from the South where we get active. Nigga, go watch his mouth, but we gon' smash him. We get on your ass like we some khakis on some West Coast shit. Niggas ain't like me, nigga. Yeah, niggas is not like us. Niggas is not like us. Niggas ain't like me. Oh boy, white tee, fitted hat. I was shooting craps.
Damn, what?
This the new crib right here.
Okay, that's your bed? Yeah. I ain't never really had one of them. Okay. Is that your couch? Yeah, that was always my bed. Is that a 65-inch TV? Didn't know they went past 10. Golly. Niggas around this bitch getting money. I'm not. No.
Fuck you sizing me for?
Cause you tall for no reason. If I was your height, I'd be catching oops from LeBron James. LeBron James.
I'd be fucking hella bitch.
I'm still a virgin. That's your challenge outside?
Hell yeah.
Why this nigga got more money than me? What's your...
Hey, the other night you was funny as hell around the house. I was going crazy.
You don't even be getting my jokes off like that.
Come on now, you not funny.
So don't do that again, cause you made me feel like less of a man. Please push off.
I just got up with this bitch yesterday.
You get all the bitches. Leave some for me. Selfish ass, everything got a half-ass, salty ass nigga. This nigga here got cars, clothes, hoes. He don't even deserve all that.
Who do?
Myself. Separation.
It's week 14 of the National Football League, and we'll see the Bears. Lengthy corner. He's one of the last guys you want to target in coverage. It's the Bears and the Lions, and it comes your way next on Madden Football.
Now, the good news is that the winds aren't as violent as they were yesterday in Chicago, but it's still pretty darn cold. To be expected, I guess, for December football at Soldier Field. Today it's a Week 14 matchup. It should be a good one, as it'll be the Detroit Lions taking on the Chicago Bears. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Bears team entering play. They come in off the extended break from the bye.
I think it was much needed as well. You play 2.5 months, you're ready for some time off.
Prosecutor asked jury to send a message to man in society during the sentencing. Now, in the same great state of Texas, the governor, Greg Abbott, has pardoned Daniel Perry, an army surgeon who was convicted of taking away a protestor's life in 2020. Perry was found guilty of the murder of Gary Foster as a Black Lives Matter protest against racial injustice and police brutality, and Austin was sentenced to 25 years in prison. I got some on that too as well, because I got homeboys that's locked up for, I'm talking about selling dope, you feel me? They got football jersey numbers, and this man right here got 25 years for taking somebody's life in the same state where a man got sentenced 70 years for spitting on law enforcement. And that's somebody that's born and raised in Texas. I can't tell you, I'm surprised because we used to dealing with Jim Crow and his little cousins around here. But also what was preposterous in this is that they said that the pardon was justified because they did meticulous review, and then they literally didn't give us no legal rationale for the decision they made. It's obvious that we live in two different Americas, two different Texases too. Education is elevation, man.
It's 10 o'clock.
Say what, baby? I'm going to get it, but tonight. I'm not. That's how I ended up being late to the game last time, trying to pick them up before I left. They don't never come right out the house. You lose 30 minutes sitting there waiting on them. And that shit got me caught in traffic behind that 18-wheeler that wrecked. And let that, which later led to me getting my ass whipped by my team without them helping me. None of that shit. Y'all ass didn't.
The Lions defense set to go up 7-0 here early. And the one
He
we'll
just
be
said the
watching
shit
is
time
this
to
man
go.
at
So that
quarterback.
nigga ain't never ready when I pull up.
Jump his game up, his ability to have split vision, the ability to watch the receiver and also see the quarterback deliver the football. That allows him to make a lot more plays on balls in the air.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields. That's complete to Mooney. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Looking to throw on 2nd down, Fields.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
The running back, Leonard Fournette, his intended receiver. And it's 3rd and short. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Fields on 3rd down. That's taken in by his big tight end. And he will have the Bears first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards. Now Fields going to keep it running left. Down the left sideline. Touchdown, Chicago. Justin Fields, touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Bears are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Defensively, they the Detroit defense back onto the field. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed.
Oh, my God.
And that's what they're doing early in this game.
And this will be a Bears first down as he's able to take this up to the 30-yard line.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Fournette, a first down carry. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. 7-7, our score after 1. Back in Chicago, ready for the second quarter. It's the Bears in possession as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation. Fields going to keep it running right. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Fields now to throw. The throw for Claypool is intercepted. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection, and now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
And this is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got between his ears. And that's the 6th sense for knowing where the football is going. Just an excellent play there to create the turnover.
Defense back out there. Their guys have the lead here in this first half. And they'll try to further the cause on their end as this drive begins 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Aiden Hutchinson in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Fields under pressure, and they got to him again. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. So now following the sack, Fields and the Bears looking at 3rd down and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
Are we on the same page here, partner? Because I think they had the right idea. Just take what you can get on 3rd and forever.
Yeah, in real life, I'd say yes. It's just these video games are tempting. You want to go downfield with it.
I like the way you've evolved.
Yeah.
You know, you've learned how to play it the Madden way.
The Detroit defense back onto the field. Fields on 1st down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes. More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack.
That's 3 sacks now, and that's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team, they lead the league in sacks.
Yeah, they do. This is something that we are starting to witness time and time again. So now following the sack, Fields and the Bears looking at 3rd down and long. Slot man moves right. On 3rd down, Fournette. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go. And his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. picked off by Cameron Sutton. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half end.
The Lions defense back out there. Now a first down throw, Fields. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. On first down, it's Fields. And this will be caught by Mooney. Now the Bears will use their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. On first down, Fields. And that will be incomplete with the clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
A deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
This is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
To the air again, Fields. A throw out wide, going to be incomplete.
Help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no...
The Detroit defense back onto the field. They'll play with a lead here to begin this third quarter. Looking for another solid half of football to carry them to victory. Second half beginning with a run from Fournette. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Again, it's Fournette. And the defense closes quickly there. He'll get maybe a yard to the 33. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They'll try and run forward with Fournette. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They got...
The Lions defense back out there.
Here we go.
On play action, Fields. He hits Mooney going across the middle. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 10-yard line.
2nd and 2, first down marker at the 8. Now it's Fields off the bootleg. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Up the gut, Fournette. And Fournette trying to power his way forward, but I don't think he got there. That'll bring up 4th. They had the 8-yard gain on first down, but unable to do much from there.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Here we go on 4th down, Fields. And this is caught. He hits Moore. And the Bears are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now motion left with Mooney. Now they show jet sweep, but instead a run up the middle here. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Now a stoppage for the injury, and that's Leonard Fournette, who's going to get some medical attention, so hold everything here. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal.
The end result was brute force.
The Detroit defense back onto the field. They've been the better of the two sides so far. They've got the 2-score lead here in this 4th quarter as they try to see this one through to the finish. They'll start by running the option to the right. Now he's loose again. Inside the 20. And he gets it all the way down to the 3. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down. Well, most quarterbacks, when you talk about their big playability, you talk about the arm, but this, an absolutely huge play with a leg. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. Khalil Herbert with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bears have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. So how about that for an answer? The Lions defense back out there. They begin with a run by Fournette. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up. 2nd and 7. They'll run it again with Fournette. And he's up past the 10 to about the 12. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. 3rd and 2, Fields. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have the Bears first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2. Here's Fields. And again back to Kmet. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And this will be a Bears first down as he's able to take this up to the 30-yard line.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Now Fields, and he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
And he'll go out of bounds, it appears, right at the 45. Continuing to steadily move the ball down the field. Not big play after big play, but These moderate gains getting him first downs.
And you know what they add up to, right? If you continue that pace and you continue to move it downfield, they end up with 6 points. That's exactly what you're looking for.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Fields throwing again. Oh, he had a man open. He overshot it. It's incomplete.
Looked like they were set up defensively in a zone coverage, but somehow they found a seam because that receiver all alone. By rights, that should have been a touchdown, but somehow this ball's overthrown.
Fields throw there, complete to Mooney. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. What can they come up with here? It's 3rd and 7. Back to throw. Fields. That one behind his receiver and incomplete.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
Here we go. This is 4th down.
Here we go.
They snap it to Fields. And it's incomplete. They could not convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and this long drive is going to wind up. The Detroit defense back onto the field. Now Fields. A pass underneath for Fournette. Oh, and a nice tackle, a 6-yard pickup, but they need more than that. All eyes on Fields. They'll find Fournette again here. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. Well, it took us until the final play, Charles, to officially decide a winner, although on that last play they were so backed up it would have taken a miracle, and they couldn't get that miracle done.
Well, I like how you stayed with it because we both knew that this had to go down to the last play, and neither side was going to exhale until that play concluded because we've seen the improbable before. A couple of laterals, maybe some poor defense on the back end. They might have gone all the way to the end zone. In this case, though, it didn't happen. Perhaps next time.
So for the Lions, the win is number 9 for them on the year, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Bears, it's another week to forget as they're going to fall to
Hope my mama was watching tonight. Way to come through, fellas. Let's get it. Hey, can we get that music turned up? Anyone got any